What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Which today we'll be doing What If Deku Had Abdullah Burst Part 9. I might do a two video drop today. Do a part 8 or part I'm gonna do part 9. I'm gonna drop part 9 today, and then part 10 today as well. So I'm gonna do both of them today. So today, this part is gonna be, I'm gonna do a record when I said the end of the last video where Bakugo was there, Bakugo was taken, like in the original anime. I mean, Deku said he failed again. He's mad at himself. He said he failed again. And like he's all that stuff, alright? So I'll record everything. Before we get into the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Comment down below any suggestions, any other what ifs, whichever you want to do. And let's get straight into the what if. I'm not gonna do the intro today. Let's go straight to the what if. So Deku, he just he's mad at himself. Like they're going to the dorms, all that stuff. He's mad at himself going into his dorm. He's just like he's just punching the wall and stuff like that. And like I don't know who was right next to Deku's dorm room, but whoever was next to him in his dorm room, he knocks on the door. I'm gonna say Todoroki, maybe. Todoroki comes in. He's kind of pissed because like he's trying to sleep, and Deku's just punching the wall, and he's like, "Bro, can you like calm down, bro? I'm trying to sleep. Other people are trying to sleep right now." He apologizes because he's still the same character. He's still the same Deku, except he's just mad. He's more mad at himself than he was in the original anime. Because I think the reason why is because Deku in this what if he lost Ida. I think it was like part 5. He lost Ida. He was just too slow. He wasn't fast enough to get to Ida to save his life. And he failed again. And he's like he got some bandages wrapped around him because, well, yeah, he still got a little bit injured, but like he's mad at himself because he couldn't save, because like he got distracted by stopping the arrow from getting into the hole, into hitting Benimaru, that he didn't see the League of Villains leave it with Bakugo. The other students got Tokoyami out, but they couldn't reach Bakugo, and so he's mad at himself. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is the weekend, right? And they were going home. Deku, he's kind of still mad at himself. He's like, oh, come on now. How many more lives will be lost before I'm strong enough to actually save somebody? And then I'm gonna say Benimaru, he's walking to the school and he hears this, and then he walks on the Deku saying, "Don't worry, you did save 1 life, 2 maybe." And he's the one that gave him the letter that Koda wrote to him. And he also thanks Izuku for saving him in that battle. And Deku, he said he takes a letter, he thanks Benimaru for the training, and then he goes home. Let's go to Ika. So Ika, she's just going through like family photos, and then there's this one photo where there's 4 people instead of 3. Iko, Hisashi, Deku, and little Sho. Deku's like 4 years old and Sho was there. No, Deku was 2. Because I'm trying to see if there's, because like I know there's a certain age where you can't really remember who you would like, unless you spent your whole life with them, you wouldn't know who they were. So I'm gonna make Deku somewhat know who he is, but not remember his name. Like he knows who he is, but don't know his name. That's what gonna make him do. So he goes going through it. He sees Sho and starts crying a little bit because like she lost Sho in a fire that everyone thinks Deku caused, even though no way possible. Everyone there was at some point where somebody thought maybe there could be an infernal, but like some people kind of debunked that because infernals are, I'm not gonna say common, but they're not rare either. It's not that common in where they live. It's not that common there. So they debunked the fact that it could have been an infernal, when in fact it was an infernal. So like Iko, she's not really mad at Izuku because around the time that's when he unlocked his quirk. That's where he starts using his fire for like that's when he first unlocked his quirk. I'm gonna say Captain the First saves him just like he saved Shinra in the actual anime. So yeah. Izuku walks home. She sees Iko crying, and then he runs up to Iko. He's like, "Yo, what's wrong? Are you good?" And then she's like holding a picture. She's like lying on the ground with her arms covering her eyes, and like the photo is on the other hand out. Izuku picks it up, sees this, and then he sees another one. I'm gonna say Sho's hair is not white. I'm gonna say it's going to be in between, like, black. I'm gonna say it's gonna be black. That's what Sho's hair is gonna be like. So I don't know what Sashi's hair looks like. Maybe it could be black. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah. They are just. Izuku realizes that he's crying because this person is not with us, and I'm gonna say Hisashi also died in the same fire, and Hisashi was the one that turned into an infernal, but the infernal did not die. So Hisashi is the infernal. So at least Sho knows who his dad is, but doesn't know who his mom or if he even had a brother. So yeah. So like they spend the 2 days there. Deku, he's not really tensed up, but he's kind of more relaxed now. But he still feels guilty that he wasn't enough to save Bakugo. And when he heard like the teachers, like Momo, she was still hurt though. So when Zuko heard that Momo was not okay, he went over to her, and he asked her a bunch of questions about like, did she find like the Nobu? Like did he put like a tracker on the Nobu? He knew this because, well, not only is he smart, but he knows what her quirk can do. And he's kind of guessing. He didn't know, he's just guessing. And then Momo's like, is that what you call a guess? Because that's on point. That's a bullseye right there. And then he's like, oh, so you did. And he's like, well, but he's like, well, the heroes did come to me, ask the same exact question, gave him a tracker to the location. I would say Kirishima is there, and Todoroki walks in. And he's like, and then Izuku turns around, it's like, oh, what's up, guys? And then he's like, because like they were wondering where Izuku was going, and like they just followed him here. Hearing the conversation, they just busted it. They're like, nah, bro, we ain't about to be left out of this. Especially Kirishima, because that's like his best friend. Like he wants to be able to do something and not just stay in the back. So yeah, Deku's like, so do you have the tracker to find where the Nobus are? And he's like, yeah. Not only are there Nobus, there are Infernals there too. And Deku's like, Infernals? Well, they have rare appearances, but most of the Infernals that are made are probably in there. Well, she doesn't know that exactly, but it's a guess. So they're like, okay, so tonight we're gonna go there. We're gonna find Bakugo again and make sure it's like a safe rescue and all that stuff. Meanwhile, with Bakugo, he just woke up. They have the same conversations they have in the anime, except Sho is there. Sho is with the League of Villains and all that stuff. And he's wearing the same armor that he's wearing in that fight with Shinra. So he's wearing the same outfit, same everything as you see in the picture. And I'm going to say that now let's time skip to the night. Everything has to say is anime. They're getting ready. They changed into the weird ass costumes that I don't know why. I don't know why they wanted to change. I think it was to not be noticed. I think sneaky. I think it didn't really work, but I mean, like in the end, it really didn't work. But I mean, it worked. So they wear their costumes. Deku, he's like he's in his head too, cause like he did say he promised his mom that he would find Sho like during the weekend. He's like he talks about his mom. Who's this little kid in the picture? Like, is he like a long lost brother or something? He's like, he goes like technically yes. The police has been trying to search for him for a long time. Still couldn't find him. Because he thought that he doubted that Izuku really did kill him. That's what he told him. That's what he told Izuku. He's like, wait, what do you mean? Because like everyone said, because they moved by the time when that happened. Well, they obviously had to move, but they were like, she was like, look, because like she doubts that Izuku actually killed Sho. Because his quirk wasn't as powerful as it is now. Is what I'm gonna say. It's not as powerful as it is now. So he kind of doubts that he was strong enough to burn a house down. But I mean, now she now has a decision to make. It's in between. It's like she right now, like by the time they move and when they found out that he wasn't there, like he couldn't find him. Now she's in between Izuku killed him or it was an Infernal that took him. Because his dad went missing too. So like then it became a third option. Maybe his dad killed Sho and then he escaped, or he took Sho and escaped. That's when the third option came when they found that Hisashi went missing too. So they kind of like, so now it's not just two, it's three options. Cause yeah, Iko's more leaning towards the third option because Hisashi isn't with them anymore. So yeah. So now back to the original thing. Every time they say the anime, they get caught that scared. They look over the thing and then Izuku's eyes widen because he sees League of Villains, but then he sees a somewhat of a recognizable figure. He goes back down, like covering his mouth, and his eyes are still wide open. Everyone realizes that he looked at the dude with the black hair. He's covered his mouth. Everyone's kind of wondering what's going on. They asked Izuku. Izuku told them, "That's my long lost brother. Supposedly killed by a fire, either caused by me or an Infernal. Or my dad. It's either one of those three, and he's alive." And everyone there is like, well, damn. And like he's like, he's gotta save not only Bakugo now, but Sho as well, because he wants to bring him back to his mom. But before he do, I'm gonna say he has his phone on him. He takes a picture, like a quick picture, just to prove to his mom that Sho is alive, just older, you could say. So yeah, since I think the time he would be either 11 or 12, maybe 13. I don't really know how old Sho is in the actual anime. So yeah, moving on, and I'm gonna say if they have the same as the anime, Deku gives them the plan. Everyone they do the same as they do in the plan. Once they catch Bakugo, Deku jumps off, launching them forward. He's like, I gotta save Sho. And then like he pushes them onto the building where they were at. He's like, Bakugo's like, Sho. And then everyone realizes that's the kid's name. And then everyone catches Bakugo up to speed about who this Sho character is. And then Bakugo's like, oh shit. Oh shit. Is that really him though? And then the rest of them, well, they were like, well, if Izuku recognizes him, then maybe he might. So yeah, and then Deku, he jumps off. He goes onto a building first, because he doesn't really know what Sho's intentions really are. And then we go straight into the All Might fight. And then All Might, he fights off all for one. Might as well just play the fight. I could just find the fight and just play it there, and then just imagine Izuku on one of the buildings, and then Sho. I'm gonna say Sho. He runs off, but he's in an alleyway, and cause like he said something. It was like an Abolla link or something like that. And then Sho, he sees someone. He jumps onto the building. And I'm gonna say Sho, he kicks Deku off the building. And Deku he's falling. But then he catches himself by using his feet. And then he just stops and it just flies and then goes down. Touchdown. He's like, safe. And then All Might is like, what are you doing here? And then he sees Sho, then he dodges. And then All Might's like, what are you doing? And then All Might goes back to Deku. He's like, what are you doing here? And then Deku's like, oh, well, I came here to save my brother. And he's like, your brother? And then he points to Sho. And then Sho's like, he stops time. And then he cuts Izuku. He gets cut. And then All Might, he kind of just holds him up. They face, it's like they said, they go back to back. And then Deku's facing Sho. All Might's facing off for one. And then they both tell themselves, if All Might says, if we ever survive this, I'ma literally punch you in the gut for this. Then Deku's like, as long as I get my brother back, it's all worth it. And this will be to be continued. And I'll see you guys in part 10. Peace.